We continue to stay with those visuals that we've played all through the day. Public anger continues to mount. You had participated in one such protest a few days ago. Why did you think it was important for you to step out?
It's very simple. Everyone knows in Sri Lanka what we went through for last 6 to 1 year or so. So the people have been suffering a lot. There are a lot of shortages of the fuel, the electricity, the medicine, gas. All the essential things have been the short of Sri Lanka that from last year or so. So it's very difficult for the Sri Lankans, and we've been trying to, absorb our pressure and just to give the government a chance to, overcome these issues, but it didn't happen.
You tweeted today about the way the Rajapakshas have fled. Do you think the Rajapakshas should have gone gracefully rather than this island hopping that we now see?
It's the decision they are making, but we can't comment really on that. But the people have come out and asked them to resign. We don't know whether they are going or not. We only people asked to resign. So that's what the people in our country asked, to resign, both the president and the prime minister.
Gotabaya Rajapaksa has gone to Maldives. We are also now understanding he could possibly move to Singapore. What do you think of countries giving refuge to Gotabaya Rajapaksa today?
That's those countries, the policies. I can't comment on those things actually, because we don't know what the rapport they have with the Rajapaksa family. So we as a Sri Lankans, we don't know about that. We can't comment on that actually.
Ranil Wickremesinghe today has been appointed as the acting president. Do you think he'll be accepted?
I think people have asked both of them to resign. So that is why even today the protesters have started again that the Ranil Wickremesinghe also should resign. So the people doesn't have confidence in both the leaders. So that is why the protesters be very strong, and the peaceful protest make sure that it is not violent. The maximum possible they are doing peaceful protest. So I hope they realize that what the people is asking.
I want to understand, Ranil Wickremesinghe in a video message today has said that protesters are trying to prevent new president being appointed lawfully by the parliament and a fascist threat must be removed. How do you respond to what he said, essentially pinning the blame on the protesters today?
It's difficult to answer whatever he said, but the message from the protesters from the start is very clear that they don't have confidence about the president and the prime minister. So the prime minister, the president has left the country. He has not resigned yet, and he has handed over the power. I don't know. We have not seen the letter. They said Prime Wickremesinghe. So we only know about that, but the people are expected on 13th today. The both of them to resign. None of them has resigned so far.
We're all now seeing that there is anger not just against Gotabaya Rajapaksa but against Ranil Wickremesinghe as well. Thus, the big question is, what is that new face, or who is that person? Who would you want as the new leader? Who will be accepted?
It's a party leaders have met, I think, about 2-3 days ago, and the speaker is there in the parliament. The speaker can do anything with the party leaders. I think the most responsible person in this country at the moment is speaker. So that speaker's responsibility to make sure that there won't be any violence, or make sure that nothing will happen to the people for peaceful protesters, to make sure that he'll take a decision.
How do you respond to countries like India who've stepped in to lend a helping hand?
we always thankful to India what they have been doing to Sri Lanka, and they're doing a lot of money, about $4 billion, I think, from this crisis started, and they have been very helpful, not only with the fuel and with medicine, essential items. Everyone in India has been really good, and we were thankful to India.
What do you expect, lastly, sir, from the international community at this hour?
Yeah, the thing is, everyone can see internationally what's going on in my country. Are very unfortunate, and what we want is to stable government, and somebody should take over from the parliament, and they should sit and meet and take quick decisions, and make sure that this suffering need to end, because the people are suffering, and the petrol queues are very long now. Even today it's more. The gas is just started to come a little bit, but I hope it is not enough. So we are in a very bad situation as a country. So I hope things will come better. International community will. I know that they are close to monitoring our country.
Sure.
And when the government's stable, I hope they will come out and help Sri Lanka.